Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is 3-Chord Dave. Thank you very much for joining me today, where we're going to talk about some guitar news, including new guitars. That's right guys, we are just over a week away from the Believe in Music Week, or as we normally call it, NAMM, but it's not happening of course this year as a full NAMM show, at least not Winter NAMM. So what we've got is a couple of announcements coming in the next week or so from the big companies. Gibson did a bit of a tease for us on Thursday night where they posted that they would be announcing something on Friday morning. We waited and waited and waited until 10 a.m. Central Time on Friday morning, and all they said was, hey, we got some stuff we're going to announce on the 18th. So thanks for that, Gibson. They did give us a little bit more information, of course. I'm sure you've seen it by now, in that they're teaming up with Gene Simmons. Yes, Gene Simmons of Kiss, to create the G2 or maybe G squared brand of Gibson guitars, or it's an exclusive run or something like it's they're doing a collaboration where they're going to create a run of electric guitars and electric basses, starting with a pretty cool looking couple of Thunderbird basses if you're into basses, and then they're going to do Flying V basses. Again, very cool if you want a Flying V bass. And it also mentions that they are going to have guitars in the Gibson, the Epiphone, and the Kramer ranges, which is very interesting because, of course, all three brands, they're owned by Gibson. And I've been saying for a while, I wouldn't be surprised to see something with a Gibson name on it that is actually made in the Far East. Kind of a lower priced, or an entry point to the Gibson brand itself. This seems like a perfect opportunity for them to do that. And Gene Simmons is very, very experienced with marketing and products with his name and stuff on them. The guy knows how to make money, and this is going to be something I think worth keeping an eye on. We'll definitely keep an eye on it on the channel here and see what comes from it. But again, Gibson did say that they would be releasing the full interview with Gene Simmons and Mark Agnesi on the 18th of January, which is Monday week at 10 a.m. Central Time. Now that coincides very nicely with the beginning of this Believe in Music Week, which would be the traditional start of the NAMM show. So I would expect to see a lot of Gibson stuff at the same time, if not next weekend, over the course of those few days. Maybe some leaks, maybe some more of these announcements from Gibson. So keep an eye on their Facebook page and their Instagram. I think that's going to be happening, and if I see it, anything worth talking about, I will make a video about it, or I will post about it somewhere. We'll see where it is. You'll find it. It'll be out there. And the other thing worth talking about this week is PRS. Now, PRS, of course, makes some fancy, beautiful, lovely guitars. I am in love with my one. But the thing is, they are announcing their new gear this week. Now, they have just this evening released a video and sent an email to anyone who registered already for their announcement show on the 14th of January, saying a little bit more about what they're going to have at this online event. It's a 3-hour event, and they're going to have new gear, and they're going to have some guests. Now, they did have Paul Reed Smith himself did a video. It was about 1 minute long. I'll leave a link in the description below. Basically, he says, hey, we're going to have new guitars, and there's going to be some people. Now, it's the people you would kind of expect when it comes to PRS. It's a lot of their signature artists are going to be there. So you're going to have Mark Tremonti, you're going to have Zach Myers, you're going to have John Mayer, you're going to have Tyler Larson from Music Is Win, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's a good few other people involved as well. One of the things they say they're going to have is new for core. So all right, their core lineup is very well known and is very important to them. It says they're going to have a 25th anniversary celebration for the private stock. Now, the private stock is the stuff that's super expensive. Like your car probably does not cost as much as those guitars do or can get to. And then amps and tubes and tone. So one thing that's missing, at least from the lineup of what they're going to do, is the SE lineup. And that's what I'm particularly interested in. Being a PRS SE owner, I want to see what else they're coming out with. I want to see the new things, the new finishes, the new innovations, and just to see what else they're going to do, because I think that's a really great value lineup that they have. So interesting, not mentioned there. I wonder, will they do something separate for the SE lineup, or will it just be kind of a, yeah, we also did some SE stuff? So interesting to find out. Of course, there is a lot of talk that we will finally get to see the MT100, a Mark Tremonti signature amplifier, 100 watt, that he's been talking about at least for a couple of years now, I think. So hopefully we're going to see that next week as well. So that's on Thursday. It's at 7 p.m. I think, in Central Time. So anyway, or maybe it's Eastern Time. It's all in the information on the video that I will link in the description below. So definitely check that out, guys. It is becoming that very exciting time of year for guitar players. I know myself, I have to keep myself off the main guitar dealer websites because I want to hold out for another couple of weeks just to see what new stuff is going to be available. And yeah, look, there's always that argument. You should never buy new. Buy 3 weeks later and you'll get a huge discount from people selling stuff that they bought after the NAMM show. I don't know. I think it's just cool to look at all these things and dream and put up like your dream list of guitars. So guys, what do you think? Two big announcements pretty much from two of the biggest guitar companies. With Gibson announced that they're going to make an actual announcement, which I think, you know, they could not do. They could just be like, here's an announcement. That's fine. But what do you think of that? And what do you think of the connection with Gene Simmons? Do you think they're going to have a big range of guitars? Do you think it possibly is that idea where they're going to have like a mid-range or a low-range Gibson, and then, you know, so it's something in between Epiphone and actually Gibson, be this G2 or G squared as some people are calling it? Let me know your thoughts and comments on that in the comment section below. While you're there, don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you could. That really would help me out. And let me know what you think of PRS and what they're doing. Obviously, they've already announced that they were going to have this show next Thursday on the 14th, but they've now announced what's going to be involved in it, and I'm interested to know your guys' thoughts. Do you think that maybe they're just skipping the SE range and maybe just going to release stuff throughout the year, or is it going to be something that they touch on separately in a separate event? Or are you just interested to see if this Mark Tremonti 100 amp actually comes out this year? Because it has been a while. People have been asking about it for a long time. I don't know. Well, anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Always very interested to hear what you guys have to say. Thanks for joining me today, guys. That has been everything I want to talk about for right now. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we are going to have some huge news stories in the world of guitar. It's going to be such a fun time over the next few weeks. I really do believe it. Don't forget, if you could, to hit that subscribe button and the like button if you have not done already. If you are subscribed, make sure you've clicked the bell so that you know when my next video comes out. But religiously, Wednesday and Saturday, I will put out a video sometime around 8 p.m. Irish time. All right, thanks guys. You take care of yourself. Good luck.